Hi there guys, and welcome to this tutorial on question 1a of the Foundation Unit 1 exam paper. This question, worth 4 marks, is looking for you to show skills of retrieval. Now by retrieval we mean picking out pieces of information from a text and being able to simply write them down in this answer 1a. It's looking for factual pieces of information. It is not looking for you to show inference. It is not looking for you to read between the lines and kind of come to your own conclusions. That skill's tested in other parts of the examination. In question 1a, you are purely picking out key information. Now, the examiners are ideally looking for full sentences, although you can shorten them. They are looking for factual information, or certainly for you to pick out information. You can use quotes, but as long as they do actually answer the question. So looking here at last summer, that's the 2012 exam, the June 2012 exam, your first source was one about Johnny Depp visiting a school in London after he'd received a letter. And the question asked students to list 4 things that they learnt about the actor Johnny Depp. Now you can see over here, this is the examiner mark scheme, and you can see that there's a number of different answers that you could have given. Some of them just really basic, obvious stuff, such as he visited a primary school in London. That would have been fine. That would have got you a full mark. You could have mentioned the idea that he was filming at the Naval College. You could have mentioned that he had a daughter and a son, that he's visited hospital to donate £1 million. Notice that all of these sort of possible answers have got that pronoun he was, or he did this. And that's because lots of students slipped up on this question because they just talk generally about things they learnt from the article rather than what you have learnt about Johnny Depp. And this is why reading the question carefully is so important. So let's look at some examples from last summer. This student got no marks for this question because the answers they gave help poor children and children not have parents. Now obviously this student hasn't fully understood the article, and we don't learn that about Johnny Depp. We learn that he's donated money to a hospital, and we learn that he's visited a school, but they've kind of put 2 and 2 together and got 5 sadly here. He made activity for children and trip. Again, the article does imply that he's kind of making activities for children during his visit, but it doesn't say 100% that he's doing that. So you've got to be looking for the proven factual information. It is Johnny Depp help to people and children. Again, we haven't learnt that. And Johnny Depp helped lots of children in Great Britain. This is what I was meaning about earlier. This student has interpreted, they've inferred from the text that he helps children, but the text purely tells us that he's donated money. So if we look at, let's have a look, and I think some of these are quite useful to look at in terms of handwriting isn't everything for those of you who feel a bit insecure about that. So let's have a look here. In 2008 he donated £1 million to say thank you for saving his daughter's life. Brilliant, got a mark for that. Look at this one, the movie which was already shot in Hawaii, Los Angeles and Puerto Rico. Nothing. And this is because the article talks about the film he's shooting, but that's not what the question's asking us, is it? Okay, and just then to show you an example of a student who got full marks. 4 things we learned. We learned that he paid a surprise visit to London Primary School dressed as Jack Sparrow. He's currently in South East London filming 4 Pirates of the Caribbean film. He made a secret visit to Great Ormond Street Hospital to donate money. And he filmed Sweeney Todd at Pinewood Studios in Buckinghamshire. Now, in fact, there was probably more than 4 different things there, but remember, it's a maximum of 4 marks. So it's really not worth you spending a huge amount of time on this, because obviously You've got longer, sort of more extended and developed questions further on in the paper. So, filling this full page with 8 or 9 different points, you're not going to get 8 or 9 marks, maximum of 4. Okay, so things to remember: no inference, full sentences ideally, you're retrieving factual information, you can use quotes, but ideally put it into your own words, and remember to read carefully the question to find out specifically what you're looking for. Okay, good luck.